Yeah, showing up to your first day in law school, you know, and you're like, well, let me let me get situated here.
And immediately the professors like lose the accent. You're like, all right.
Yeah, bring in your own gavel and you're like, order, order in the court. It's like 7 a.m. at community college pre-law class.
Wait, what if it was like a little like play school like gavel? You're like, this was my inspiration. I kept it all these years.
Yeah. Could you like could we like get into like an NYU like pre-law class, just like step in? You know,
Probably.
Just walk in.
Just like walk in and
Like
then,
Larry David getting fired but then just going back to work.
Yeah.
Just like walk in, just like, yeah, I belong here.
Yeah, would they let us just be in there?
Feels
Probably.
very like Rodney Dangerfield back to school vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it. Be like, I gotta relive mock trial.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I was in I cross-examined this witness, and it was like she was playing someone who had like lost her husband tragically in a scuba diving accident, but I was like being really mean to her because I thought that was what lawyers were
You're like,
supposed to do.
I need to like manipulate. Is this like, or this is in college where they have like a real case?
This is in college where they make up a case.
Yeah.
And in this case, it was
Can we get the writer's room in on this?
Yeah.
a woman loses her husband to like a scuba diving accident, but they're trying to figure out if it was kind of like his fault what happened.
Yeah, if he's negligent.
If he was okay, lawyer guy.
Points on the board.
Points on the board. Let's get it on the board.
Let's get that on the board for throwing that word out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great word.
Thank
Great
you so
college
much.
word,
I'm gonna
yeah.
use it 7 more times in the episode.
Yeah. This is gonna be the negligent episode.
You know when you hit like one, you have like one, you like one strong vocabulary word will hit your mind, and you're like, I'm gonna use this like 12 times today.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how I felt once about the word coquettish. It was to the point where I used
Oh
it
my
in.
God.
I used it. I was managing my softball team, and I was like, "Sorry about my coquettish demeanor," and they were like, "We live in the Bronx."
That's me
Like,
after
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's me after I do lines in the bathroom. I'm like, I'm feeling very coquettish.
That's true about you.
Yeah.
I'm always like,
the
that
moment.
guy has the most coquettish lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just stepping out of the bathroom in Carmelo's, and I'm like, I'm feeling a wee bit coquettish.
No, but you're wired. Like, I'm feeling a wee bit coquettish.
You just go up to someone. Sorry, man, I'm shy.
Yeah. Where'd you guys go to college?
I went to Northwestern.
Okay.
I went to Hunter in the city.
In the city?
Yeah.
What did you do for that time in your life?
I was in Minneapolis Community College.
Fuck yeah, brother.
And then I stopped going because
How long did you last?
a year.
A year. Okay.
I did
It's long for most men.
Yeah, it's long.
Oh yeah, a year, or as I say, a baker's month.
Damn. Okay, okay, Northwestern.
He's clever.
This guy knows something.
This guy's clever. I've watched clips from the show, and I'm just like, look, how did he pull this one out?
No, this is
How did he pull that zinger out?
Wait, can I? Okay, this is something I want to ask you about. But before I do, I just want to say, welcome to Two Nosy Meerkats
Welcome to
podcast.
Nosy Meerkats. Woo!
Oh yeah, we are
And
back.
can I say something?
No.
Welcome to Two Nosy Meerkats.
This guy is so coquettish. He's so shy.
Very coquettish, but he is also a wonderful comedian. He goes all over the country, but he lives here in New York, which is good for us because we love him. Tommy Bear.
Tommy Bear.
Thank you. Oh, the studio audience.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
applauding. They're all crying. 'cause you're
Amy
here.
Schumer's in there for some reason.
Yo, she's always here.
Yeah.
She's always in your apartment.
Wait, have you seen that, like, the photo of, like, her in the background of, like, a Maury episode?
No.
She's just in the audience. It's like one of those shows.
Okay, all that daytime TV stuff all takes place in Chicago.
What?
Yeah.
Some of it takes place in Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, really?
That's where I went to see Maury.
So
Maury is all fake, by the way.
we wrote me and my friend wrote a fake case for like Judge Mathis during the pandemic.
I'm obsessed with that.
He was like, and they flew us out like during COVID, and then they bring you to like this studio in Chicago, and there's like, there's like Rachel Ray, and there's 8 judge shows.
Yeah.
And all of our friends were like, I'm trying to get a show on Adult Swim, and no one's picking any of my original ideas up. And then they're like, let's add a 12th judge show. Who's watching these shows where they have the budget for 12 judge shows And it's all the same thing. It's one.
What hasn't been done?
Yeah.
Another judge.
Yeah, it's a white woman going like unacceptable. Yeah, and then it's a
Yeah.
black guy going knock that shit off.
Yes.
And then they just duplicate these people over and over again. And I think they just make a killing.
It's
Yeah.
because the white woman in her 50s and the black guy in his 50s is like the Venn diagram of tough but fair.
Wow.
Ultimately.
Oh my God, that's
You really like reduced it down to the essence of what it is.
yeah,
That's
that was
beautiful.
beautiful. It is
That was
tough
so
but
good.
fair, and it's what this country needs.
Absolutely. And when
Yeah.
I run for
Were
president.
you sad when Jerry Springer passed?
Not like.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, interesting. Oh, you hate him?
You didn't pour one out
Oh,
for
you don't
Jer?
care?
Lucas is the only one who cried, and he just keeps trying to go in like, yeah, wasn't everyone just having the worst week of their lives?
I genuinely loved his show when I was
Yeah,
little.
yeah.
I loved his show.
And,
I thought
and,
he was
and
amazing.
when he passed, he truly isn't a father anymore.
He's
Damn.
what? Say it again. Sorry.
He's not the father
Oh wow.
because he passed. There's that Maury.
That's Maury. Oh yeah. Fuck.
What's okay? So that's another thing. That's the same show.
Yeah, that's this. Jerry,
No,
I
but
think,
they
is
have different
weirder.
hooks. They have
Jerry's
different hooks.
weirder.
Jerry's is all about the fight and
Yeah.
the crowd going, Jerry,
Yeah.
Jerry. Maury's is all about you are not the father.
Jerry was like the.
Jerry's is about people going, "Thank you for being here, Jerry." It's more church,
Yes.
and Maury is the
It's
doctor's
gladiator
off-
match. A gladiator match over paternity. That's
Yeah,
what it
but-
is.
Oh my God.
Maury
Yeah.
is so fun. Oh,
I-
my
And I
God.
would be like, I would always watch those shows because I didn't have cable growing up. So I would stay home sick from school, and I would be like 7 years old, and it would be like, "You are not the father," and a guy would be like, "Fuck yeah, fuck you, you bitch, fuck you," and then I'm like 7, like this is a great program, like. I'm like 7 eating like chicken noodle soup. Like my mom's been gone for like 4 or 5 hours. And I'm just like these people for real. Like I'm, also, dude, here's another thing I was thinking about. Okay, did you guys have cable growing up?
I did,
Yeah.
yes.
You had cable.
I had
You did
cable.
have cable. Okay, so maybe for the listeners, if they didn't have cable, did you guys get the commercial of the guy who would go like, you're sitting on the couch, you're not going to school, you're not doing shit with your life. You know what I'm talking about. ITT Tech guy. Like
Oh, I saw these commercials.
Yeah.
Yes. Like a very like normal looking black guy, like wearing like a tall Foot Locker tee. and
Wait,
he's
what's a weird looking black guy?
probably like a guy with like no eye and like a weird mustache.
Okay, keep going.
But
keep
if
going.
that guy's white, it's fine.
Yeah, that guy's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, exactly. Then that's just whatever.
Park
That's a guy in
Slope.
Park Slope, But
But ITT Tech, go on,
he's
yeah.
wearing like a tall like white Foot Locker tee, and he's like in a parking lot, and he's like, you're sitting on the couch, you're not doing shit. Get up at the couch, go to college, do something with your life. And I'd be like 9, like, fuck, like, do I suck? You know what I'm talking about.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's gonna help you in your future? All you gotta do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
And it made you feel like you were a piece of shit. Like,
This came up
mom.
the other day. Did you ever see the Education Connection commercial?
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like a song.
How
Hold
are you
on.
not mic'd up?
Yeah,
I have-
we
hold
gotta
on.
make you
I
up.
have
We got it.
Oh, you're recording. Okay,
I'm recording
nice.
on my end.
That's good.
Because there was a 2008 party and I wanted to go as the Education Connection girl.
Oh.
Get connected for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what about one day, one night, Saturday is all right, online's just fine, nighttime, anytime? Get your degree, set yourself free.
Was that
Oh
region-
my
Maybe
God,
that was
no.
regional.
National, maybe it was. Maybe that was like a Midwest thing.
Yeah, it's
No,
possible.
the commercials that stick in my mind are like creditreport.com, baby. Freecreditreport.com.
Yeah, I
Those
like,
3 guys in a guitar and 3 guys in a car and one of them has a guitar for no reason.
Yeah, I like can't remember my mom's birthday, but I'm like 1-800-588-2300 Empire.
Oh my god. Wait, have I ever told you guys how I remember my mom's birthday?
I do know my mom's birthday, by the way. But
That's good.
still.
But can I tell you sometimes?
It's crazy you need a mnemonic.
No. It's not a mnemonic. It's a
System.
Mom's birthday.
He's like Nicolas
3, 2,
Cage in
1.
National Treasure. He's like, it's
Okay, the back of the
the
dollar
birthday.
bill.
Yeah.
no. This is such a dumb system. It's that it's either I know it's either the 28th or the 29th of January. And I remember when I was a kid learning Elijah Wood's birthday, and it's
Yeah.
one of those days, but the other day. So I have to Google him. And then I go, okay,
See-
whatever day it's not, that's my mom's birthday.
See, what your system's more complicated because instead of just remembering one date, you have to remember two people's dates.
No,
It's that I remember one range of dates, and I know one spot is
Also,
taken.
I
now
think it's
every single
systemic. He has to
time,
Google Elijah Wood.
And
Yeah, I have to
now-
Google Elijah Wood.
every single time you see Elijah Wood, you think of your mom.
That's
a
so
little bit.
true.
Every
He's-
single time you watch Lord of the Rings, it comes off. You're just like, I should call my mom.
I mean, it's not that often that
He's
I
mother.
watch. Yeah, he is
Elijah
mother.
Wood is mother.
Those eyes, yeah. No, but interesting thing that we talked about with Nick Mistad was, have you ever done improv?
No.
Okay, because I think you're very, very quick, and I'm curious what you think you might be in terms of
Thank
your
you.
generative riffing ability. He said
No, I
that there
appreciate
are.
that.
Sorry?
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. No, but Nick said that there were leaders, people who like to organize the group.
Uh-huh.
There are heart improvisers, people that react emotionally.
Sure.
There are Rolodex people that just like bring something like a weird detail out of nowhere. And I was like, 100% that's me. And then he said that there are people that are just so fucking weird. You have no idea how they function in society, but they're fun to watch.
That's William Banks.
Yeah.
Have you seen
True.
William Banks do improv?
Yeah.
So I'll go
Oh,
to
yeah.
their improv shows. His group, Amazing Friendship.
yeah, okay.
something like that.
That's like what he does. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, what do you
I-
think you are?
I've never done it.
No,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
What do you think he is?
I think he's a.
I think you're a heart guy.
I think he's a stud.
A stud?
What's a
I think it's one of
Oh.
those things he gets on stage and everyone's like, I don't care what you do. I just can't stop looking.
You know what? This is good. This is
It's a great pod.
keep the compliments rolling. I don't know. I started just doing stand up. I didn't do theater or anything.
Yeah.
So doing stand up was weird for me. Also, like all my friends were like, "What are you talking?" You know. Yeah. Like I meet a lot of comedians in New York who have like the privilege. They went to like school.
Yeah.
And they had like an improv group in school, and it like was like a natural fit where they found like a community. And then my friends in Minneapolis were like, I left that to like be friends with like 35-year-old comedians
Yes.
and like a small scene as like a 20-year-old, and I'm like, these are my best friends. Like
Those memes about when you like have the best friend at your job who's like way older than you.
yeah, I always had that because I started working when I was like 14.
Yeah.
So I'd be friends with
Were you
and-
dishwasher?
no hardware store.
Okay, yeah.
So I was friends with like labor guys and like plumbers
Yeah.
and like
Which just must be so funny, those
Oh my
guys being
God.
like, yeah, I went through a divorce. And
Also
you're like,
for
I
con-
am a child.
For context, I was so little. I was so tiny up until I was like 16 years old. I posted a picture on my Instagram of like how I looked on my 7th grade basketball team.
That was hilarious. I saw that photo.
and I looked like I was 9 years old. And I didn't.
How old are you in that photo?
13.
That's, no, I think
What's
that's all right.
7th grade? 13?
Seventh
Yeah.
grade, for me, 12, I would say.
12, 13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. You're
So
good.
all my friends are like 6 feet. They're becoming men.
Yeah.
And in my head, I think we're like all the same guy. You know, it's like when there's like a runt of like a litter.
Yes.
And it's still like a dog. It's still like hanging out, but it keeps getting like bullied, but it doesn't register. You know,
The small dogs are always the yappiest. They're
yeah,
always talking shit.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
happy. Yeah. I was
Oh my
really-
god, all my friends make me sit alone for lunch. They're so crazy.
Yeah, literally.
This is just kind of our thing.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah. Oh my god. And like, and they're like becoming like handsome boys who are like
Yeah.
big, and like girls are always hanging out with them, and they're just like letting me tag along. You know, and
very
they're like,
nice.
who is this?
And where are they now?
Dead.
One's in the NBA.
Oh shit! Really?
I think they're all like real estate agents, and
I thought you were about to say they're all in the NBA.
one guy is in the NBA.
They are the Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah. One guy's, a couple are in jail.
That's okay.
You know how it goes.
They're on a basketball team there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still hooping.
Yeah, good for them.
Yes.
The fact that they're all Lakers is eerie.
Oh my god.
This
guy's got
a million.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah,
over
but I was
here.
like a tiny kid at a hardware store and working with like older men, and I was like, we're all the same guy. We're all best friends. You know, we're all smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
That rocks.
You know, we're all in this. You know, we all hate our wives. This is all things.
And
that
you're like, yeah, me too.
yeah, they're just like, my wife sucks, and I'm just like, yeah, man. This girl that I'm trying to kiss, she has no idea. Also hate her too, in the same way that you guys do.
The same deep well of 20 years of resentment.
Yeah.
Wait,
I got for this girl.
Well, now I want to know, did you ever try relating to kids your own age and you would say or do something that was totally an influence of that crowd where everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Fuck, dude. I don't think so. I don't know. I think
Okay.
I think I was good at.
You had good common sense. Okay, that's what I'm hearing.
Doing a little
Okay.
both. I remember one time I did so I worked at a hardware store, and then I worked in like this plumbing aisle a lot, so I could fix a toilet, and I was like, so like a toilet gets fucked up at like a party, someone like clogs it or like fucks up and like tries to fix it, or something happened, I don't know, I just like fixed the chain and put like the flapper back in. It was nothing. But when you're like 16, that's like a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like throw up in the toilet, fix it, take the chain, take the lid off, fix it in the tank, and then flush it, and everyone's like, yes, the toilet works at this small party. And then I dropped the porcelain lid at this party.
Oh.
And it broke everywhere.
Oh my God, you were doing so well.
I was doing so
You were
well.
crushing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was such a drunk kid.
I watched a movie last night where one of the plot points was like these two exes were trying to like fuck up each other's lives even though they were living in the same house. It was really bizarre. But at one point, one of them like takes away a sign in the bathroom that says like don't use more than X amount of toilet paper, it'll clog it. And then the other character like uses that amount of toilet paper and they clog the toilet. And then the girl who had like sabotaged him runs in with the plunger, and everyone is just cartoonishly like, you're our hero.
Yeah.
You saved the
It is
day.
huge. I almost
yeah.
was a hero.
Yeah, you almost were.
Because you need the toilet.
Yeah, but I did get this. I did get her a new porcelain lid. I went
That's
to
good.
the store.
Oh, at the store.
Oh, did you
yeah.
did you swipe it or did you pay?
I think I put it on like an account. I didn't pay.
That's good.
I
That's
didn't.
good.
I think I had like an account there that I never paid.
You dropped it. You were like, don't worry, I got
Oh,
that
you
hooked
had a
up.
tab going?
Yeah, I had like a tab going that. Yeah.
You still owe that
Put it
store
on my tab.
I think
$20,000.
I think like maybe my mom had a tab at the store, and I think I made her.
So you're like, oh, I could just start a tab.
Yeah, it's like a 50% off employees tab that's like under my mom's credit card at the time. Dude, I worked at this hardware store for 4 years, and they would pay us like $5 an hour
Wow.
and make us do like hard labor.
$5 whole?
Oh my God.
it's a privilege to be there. It's an internship.
It was literally an internship, and they would just make these kids. It was like a bunch of neighborhood kids would work there, and they would make us do all the work.
That's awesome.
And it was just like a bunch of like 40-year-old guys being like, yeah, you guys fucking go. It was like me and my like 3 best friends.
Was it like a Mr. Fagin situation where you were like, please, sir, may I have some more?
Well, it was like an honor to like, because they would hire you, and they're like, we don't just hire anybody. And like every neighborhood boy is like,
Oh, they pretended they were selective.
yeah, they pretended they were selective, and they pretended like they were doing you a favor.
Oh my God.
By working there.
Like how elementary school teachers are like, middle school is going to be a big deal. You better
Yeah.
knock this shit
Yeah,
off. This is not going to fly.
They gaslight you, and they're just like, listen. And then they also like gaslight you into thinking they're like, we're gonna put you on like assembling grill duty, and that's like, which is like tough because it's just like a lot of parts. And then you're like, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm 15. I'm like easily tricked. I'm easily tricked now.
Also, clearly they do just
You
hire
guys told
anyone.
me I'd be good at improv, and I was like, all right, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I guess so,
I
yeah.
just agreed with you. I'm
Yeah,
winning.
so you're gonna make $5 an hour. You're gonna go to the BCC.
Yeah. And you guys would be like, you'd be great. And I'm like, of course I would.
Yeah.
Based off nothing.
Then how did you get into stand up if there was no? Were you just like you like stop by a mic? We're like, I want
Yeah.
to try it.
I started in music. I started music.
Okay.
What'd you play or sing?
I played guitar. I played guitar at this cafe at my school, and then and then was kind of mainly being funny.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I was secretly getting really into comedy on my computer on YouTube.
Oh.
Watching what
YouTube.com? Yes.
YouTube.com, watching Smigel videos, old Conan's.
Triumph.
Yeah.
I
the
like
best.
the idea that it was a secret. Like you had like thumb drives hidden of just like Louis
Yeah.
C.K. specials.
Seriously, like writing.
That was me.
Writing jokes secretly for 6 months. And then, doing music. I did a lot of music stuff in high school. Like I produced like hip hop beats for like rappers in my high school.
Do you have any stories about high school rappers?
Wait, is there anyone you made beats for that like became somewhat big?
Not super big. I got a buddy in LA still grinding it out. He's got some stuff going on. Shout out to Drelly, my friend Mondrell.
Shout out to Mondrell.
We made him a beat on SoundCloud. It went viral. My older brother is a
Nice.
really, really good producer. I was in it a little bit. And
The beat was you telling me the shrimp fried this race.
What? Just that sentence?
It went viral.
it went the shrimp fried rice.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry, go on.
No, just kidding. You had a stroke.
I just, whoa, sorry, I just
Yes,
came
I
to
know.
Telling
it.
me a shrimp fried this right.
We opened up for Lil Yachty.
Whoa.
So we had a viral hit on SoundCloud, and then he had a hit at the time because he was like 19. It was like
Yeah.
2013.
I remember his rise.
Yeah, and he had the Cold Like Minnesota. Remember that song?
No.
How did that
This
go?
is a very like SoundCloud era, like Lil
Okay.
Yachty.
I was never really on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
No.
So my friend opened for him, and then we all got to be like kind of backstage.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was sick.
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
remember that era. I remember there was like Lil Yachty, Lil B.
Little boat.
Little boat. We opened up for Young Ugly. You know Ugly God. This is a big deal. Open up for Ugly God,
I love
Minneapolis.
these names so much.
I was on
Ugly
stage for that
God.
one.
You were on stage. What were you doing?
Hype man for my friend Mondrell. We got into like a bar. I think he was 17. I was 18. This is like
sick.
senior year of high school. And we're getting like hammered. We're coming in with our backpacks because we get to have like stuff. And we just have like a bottle of like Captain Morgan. It's just so funny, like thinking about, oh man, I've just been super nostalgic lately of just like all the times like I was a kid getting drunk in places I shouldn't have been
Oh my god. Wait, did
getting
you
drunk at, and then it just like was, I don't know how it was like fine, or like there was like adults around, like.
I hear this and I feel nostalgic because I never had that. I
Well,
wasn't
you're a New
drinking in high
York kid.
school.
You have a different thing. Gabby, where'd you grow up?
New York
Here,
as well.
In the
did you
city?
drink in high school?
Yeah.
You
I did though.
You did, okay.
I drank in high school, but
She's
I
cooler than
wasn't.
me.
I was like
You guys did parks.
yes.
Yes.
It was a lot of parks.
A lot of parks.
There's a lot of parks. We did parks too, but
Elevated gardens as well in Manhattan.
yeah.
Public, you can go there. It's great.
Also, like your apartment parties or like house parties, whatever you'd call them. These are like, I assume, rich parents who are a little aloof, and they're
Yeah,
a little,
the-
a little maybe not.
Yes.
Maybe they got a place in Westchester too. You know,
Or just an old school family in Brooklyn that still has like a really big house.
yeah, they got a big house, but they kind of got to be gone a little bit, or it's like low key. Where
they
this is
gave
how I
up.
imagine it, because I have I have a lot of friends who grew up in New York, and they just did it a little bit. There's a lot more smaller cliques. You wouldn't get 100. It's hard to get 100 kids in a place.
Yeah.
Yes.
New
Oh,
York.
not at
See,
all.
in the Midwest, these are small Minneapolis home. If there's any listeners in Chicago, Minneapolis, the architecture is like kind of similar.
Okay, yeah.
Parents would leave. And and everybody knows how it's supposed to go, and they do it every year, multiple times a year. Parents, including my parents, where they're going like, "We're, me and your mom, we need a night to ourselves, so we're leaving. We're leaving you guys in the house." And actually, this is kind of more how it happened. Me and my mom. So I had two brothers too, and we're all 2 years apart. And
What's the order? You the youngest, middle?
Middle.
Middle, okay.
middle, older brother, younger brother. Younger brother lives in New York with me.
Oh, nice.
We're besties.
Love that.
So my parents would be like, they'd be like, all right, we're going out with friends. Like one of you needs to be like the designated driver. you know, and then so like I wouldn't drink that night, you know, or whatever, and but we would.
Their parents are like, hey, don't drink tonight.
Yeah, so but I would have to pick them up.
Wow.
So I would have to pick them up like from somewhere downtown at like a bar show that they were at, but within that, because I had control of the car.
Right.
So I had like complete autonomy of like when this party starts and shuts down. So then we would get like 50 kids in, and for like 2.5 hours, and then like get a text from my mom like, can you come? This is before no one. What is this? 2013? Uber was around.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
It wasn't big.
It was
No,
like
yeah, no.
like what?
All the Uber drivers were trying to become SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uber was just opening for cabs at that point.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. They were, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a friend would have a party. There'd be like I always remember there'd always be like 100 kids in a house,
Yeah.
and it was
That's-
great.
That sounds
It
like
sounds
fun.
fun. It does sound really fun.
I
God.
had one thing. So the house parties I went to in New York, it was this one kid's apartment party, and it was like he had a really rich mom who just gave up.
Yeah.
And half the time she wasn't there, but there were more times she was there just in her room,
Mm-hmm.
and there would be like 50 kids, and they'd all be like getting so high and drunk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I have this one memory of like I was good friends with this kid, so I'd always stay till the end of the parties, and it was like me, this kid, and like 2 of his friends just like smoking weed in the kitchen, and his mom comes out to get a snack, and I just distinctly remember him looking at her with these like this like smarmy smile and these glazed
Oh
over
my
like
God.
stoned eyes, and he goes, "Hey, you want to hit?" And I just I have this
Wait, to his mom?
No way.
and I have, which like my mom was so strict. Like if I did
Yeah.
that, I think I would be like actually excommunicated
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
house.
That's insane.
No way.
I have this image in my head, and it's never left, of her sitting at the kitchen table, like in like it was like a separate table. Actually, it wasn't in the kitchen. It was like in the living room, and she has her head in her hands, and she's looking down, like, what has gone wrong
Yeah.
with my life?
With it-
Wow. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's sensible.
You're probably
That's-
wondering how I got in this situation.
Record scratch, freeze frame.
Yeah.
But then they would just do it again the next week.
Did you guys ever do party buses?
I did that when
Maybe in
a
college.
couple. No, actually, in high school, twice.
Okay.
I've been in a party bus twice. Once it was for my friend Amanda's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and then for my prom night. My group of friends, we got a
Okay,
party bus.
were you drinking in the party bus?
Yeah.
Was there some drinking going on?
I
in the
went
party
on
bus?
one party
I
bus
was
in
not
my
aware
life.
of it. I'm sure it was happening.
There was
though.
maybe some plastic bottles. Okay, what about any hookups?
Not on the party bus.
Okay, so
The
this is
driver masturbated on the bus.
Okay, insane.
Wait, what?
So
Yeah.
I have a thing I was thinking about, and it's mainly about the drivers, because I would be 16, and I would like organize. I would collect. I had like a job, so I had like some money. So
Yeah.
I could like always, and I think I had a debit card at the time, so I could always like, I would just take in the money, you know.
Yeah.
So I would,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
collect like $10 from like 20, 25 different kids, all sophomores, juniors, whatever. And then I'd go to like one of my older brother's friends who's 18 and has a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd give him the money, he puts it in his account, and I'd be like, get a party bus in your name, you know? And then me and my friends, this is like 25 children, we would go to a Minneapolis park, and we would start drinking like a lot. And then a bus would come and pick us up with an adult man, like a 40-year-old adult man. And he would pick up 25 kids who were then coming into his bus with bottles, and then everyone's like grinding on each other and trying to like finger bang each other. And I'm like, is this like legally like sex or like child sex trafficking? He's like transporting drunk children across city lines, and they're like half naked, and he's just okay with, who is this guy?
That man was Jeffrey Epstein.
Who is this guy who's just like, we're like, what's up, man? And he's like, this is fine by me.
That
you know-
is a conundrum.
I'm not over your driver masturbating on the bus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was while he was parked while we went to our after party. After our prom, we went to this hookah lounge, and then my date went missing, and I gathered a couple guys to try to find her because I was worried.
Yeah.
It was also a little bit her parents were like, keep an eye on her. They kind of made
And
me
you're
her
like, "I lost
chaperone.
her."
They were like, you.
I've lost her to drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, they were like, you are gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
We just know, and we are entrusting the safety of our daughter to you. I was like, I was a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so I was looking for, and we were like, oh my God, she may have gone back to the party bus. We like run to the party bus and we see him, the driver, lying down, because it was like 2 long benches. He was lying down and his feet were just sort of twitching very
Oh my
rhythmically.
God.
Like very much like that.
Yeah.
And like a little bit of movement. And we were like, oh my fucking God, he's jacking it.
Dude, who are these companies where it's just like, hey, I'm Joey Splasciano. if you need your kids to be drunk and transported safely across the city, call our. If they can drink, they can have sex on the bus. Our drivers might masturbate. You know, call Joey Splasciano's party bus
Don't
company.
worry, it will be at the same latitude of Lucas's bag.
Don't worry. Listen. If you need your kids in a safe place where they can finger bang each other, drink, do drugs, we have trusted men all over the area, all over the 5 boroughs. We got guys.
Call this number.
Call this number. Don't tell anybody about this number, okay? Don't tell anybody about the company.
This is televised, but tell no one.
Yeah, it's on like a gas station TV.
Yeah. It's
Well,
really
we-
weird.
That
It's
the guy
word-
puts a VHS on.
Yeah.
It's only distributed over VHS.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
over no service, no cable,
Yeah.
no
If
aerial,
you-
nothing.
If you happen to find this VHS in your mail, then
Hey, look, I'm showing you this
You're
ad 'cause You're, a
welcome.
friend.
you're welcome. Listen, trust us with your children.
Your drunk children.
Give us your drunk children. Let me drive.
You're tired, you're poor.
You're tired. You're poor. They're drunk and they want to have sex. Let me be in charge of
Your
that.
huddled masses yearning to be
Yeah.
finger banged.
Yeah, those are the guys.
Fuck. The party bus I went on was
I'm
so
Joey
much less fun
Spucci-
than that. Joey Spucciani.
I'm Joey Spananos. Call this number. Don't even tell anybody about the number. I swear to God.
Call this number, but if you call, I might be jerking it while you call.
He's got a goatee that changes the lining
Yeah.
of it every cut. He keeps shaving. He's like, no, this is my look. And
Yeah.
then
Also, I will kill guys for you too. That's a whole other thing.
Different number though. Different number. You gotta call a different number
Call
for me
this
to call
number.
a
If you
guy.
need a guy dead.
But don't tell anyone about
Don't-
this number.
Seriously, shut up. If you got this VHS in the mail.
Can I tell you, the masturbating bus driver, he gave us a speech before he took us out. He gave us
Yeah.
a speech. He said, look, I know you guys are going to be drinking.
Worst score 7 years ago.
Listen, and I'm horny. That has nothing to do with this.
If you do this right, you and I will never meet. each of our cum will never interact.
Listen, I'm gonna need you guys to be at the bar for 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need you guys to be there for a solid
help
Because
me,
during
I
that
help
time,
you.
that's Mario's time. Okay. That's Mario's special time.
Ugh.
maybe another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If I don't have good data on the bus. Okay, the poor might
I
take a
may
while to load.
move. I may move my parking spot. I will not tell you. It will be in a 2-block radius. Have a walk.
You guys might need a walk. You kids are getting drunk.
Exactly. You need to walk it off. I'm doing you a favor if you think about it.
All right. I forgot to ask you guys, what improv person are you? What's your improv sign?
I'm like a heart person.
What's your improv astrology sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio stud.
Scorpio stud.
Scorpio
Yeah, siren.
rising.
I go on stage and I start singing and everyone's transfixed. Everyone's just hard as a rock.
Oh my God, I've listened to you sing and I've fallen in love many a time.
Can you
Yeah.
sing?
No, I can carry a tune.
Ask her to do any song. She's like a jukebox. This one.
Sing what a wonderful world.
Go on. You're doing it like Louis Armstrong. I knew it. I knew you were gonna. What a wonderful world.
Okay. Sing what's another like class? Maybe sing like a Sinatra.
Ooh.
Still,
He's got a cold.
still Louis Armstrong.
I kind of sing like Louis Armstrong. He's sort of my
Sing
inspiration.
Dancing Queen by
ABBA.
ABBA.
ABBA,
I was
okay.
gonna say ABBA.
ABBA. Excuse me.
No ABBA English.
Those guys did an ABBA in glass. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
Oh my god.
I always thought that lyric was weird. Only 17. What does that have to do with you, man?
That was the
In this economy?
that was the age to sing about. Back in
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
17. Yeah. She's
Stevie Nicks as well.
Edge of
Beatles.
17.
Edge of
Yeah.
17. That's it. Yeah.
Beatles.
Yeah.
She was
Beatles, yeah.
just 17, and
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
God,
I want
that's
to listen to
awful.
that song and be like, I actually don't.
I
Yeah.
don't want to know what this means. I know what it means, but I don't like it.
Yeah, 17 was a big. That was the big one.
17 was a formative age for
17
me.
again with Matthew Perry, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
God, it was. And then were you destroyed? Were you more sad about Jerry Springer?
Honestly, I was really sad about Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
I was, because it felt like he was in a good place in life. He was really trying to do good stuff in the world, and then
Yeah.
it was like, I think it was like he died in a hot tub.
That's how I
Yeah.
felt about Jerry Springer. I was like, he's really trying to do good stuff in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did
He
Jerry
switched the format of his show. Oh, he's really trying.
How did Jerry Springer get a show? Also, you know who else got the show? A bodyguard of the Maury or Jerry Springer show.
He got his own show?
He got a spinoff. You know what?
Steve Wilkos.
Yes.
He looks like a bodyguard.
Talk
that
about
makes so
tough
much
but fair.
So here's
that
the
guy
thing.
is tough
Not
but
to
fair.
go back to my thing.
Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, and Maury all film in the same, or they filmed in the same.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Westchester.
Okay, but you know a lot about daytime TV.
Yeah, I
They got it over there.
I studied television
Oh, okay.
in college. I work in broadcast TV.
See, I was raised on the crap. I was raised on this dang
I
crap.
was also raised on crap, and I'm like, how did this crap get made?
Yeah.
It's so interesting that none of my friends can get a show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone I know has a pilot, and it's great.
Yes.
And I read it and I go, God, I'll never have an idea ever.
you don't need one.
That's what I say to all my friends who show me their pilots. I go, I'll never have an idea. And
You
that's
don't-
not helpful. It's just
Yeah.
about you.
You don't need an idea. You're gonna put forth another judge show.
There's
You as a judge on a judge.
Tommy Bayer.
Judge Tommy
tough
Bayer.
but
Judge
fair.
Judge Tommy. I like the idea that I'm wearing like a baby outfit and I have a rattle, and I'm like, order in the court.
You have a black accent as a
Yeah.
baby.
I'm like, order. Judge Tommy is a baby who talks like a 7-year-old Southern black guy. Hey,
Where's my
he talks like he's got a quarter cup of grease lodged in his throat, and he's a baby.
He's smoking he's ripping a dart and he's a baby.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, baby court,
Baby
Baby
cord, yeah.
cord.
Wait, actually, can
and
I?
he'll send you to timeout.
That is. I'm mad at how good of a tagline that is.
He'll send you to timeout.
Wait, what if you
keep your
litigate
diapers on.
kids' cases?
Oh, that's really good. Kids court.
This
Ooh.
genuinely
This is
like
an idea.
disputes between kids.
Fuck your friends' pilots.
And then also, can we really send them to jail?
Yes. And we follow them.
Kids
Send them to
jail.
Rikers, yeah.
Can we send them to Rikers Kids Jail?
But it's not like Scared Straight. You actually just send them to do a little bit of
A
time.
little bit of real time in 7-year-old, 8-year-old
Like an
jail.
hour.
Like an hour.
Yeah.
You know, which
What
is
the-
a long time in kids' time.
It's a lot of time.
because you
It's
haven't
huge.
lived as long. So like an hour is a bigger fraction of your life
I know.
than say a year. You know,
Very true.
A year. I'm 27, and I know people are watching this going like, "Who's the 19-year-old that you had?" I'm not 19.
Yeah.
A fully grown 27-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
But a year and 27, it goes by it goes
Oh
by
my god,
faster
so
and faster.
quick. This year has gone by so fast.
It goes by faster and faster, and that's what happens with age. But a kid,
I love when time goes fast.
I don't like it. I want it to go by slower.
No, I
yeah.
like it.
Also, can I have a glass of water?
Yes, let me get you one.
Okay. Also, speaking
thank
of,
you so much.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Speaking of, okay, Kids Court, I think is really good. Also, I was thinking about doing like a WTF with kids.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait,
So
say more.
Do you know? So Gotham Comedy Club. They,
I'm
do,
familiar.
Have
By
you
the way,
seen?
do you feel like you need to lean forward to meet the mic? You can pull it back.
no,
if
no,
you
no.
need.
I'm trying to get out of the sun.
Excuse me. That's
Yeah.
okay.
The sun
Bless
is an oppressor in
The
a way.
sun and I'm so white, and it's so
Yeah.
it hurts. I'm like, ow.
You and me both, sister. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny that you're a little black too.
I know. I was gonna say
yeah,
I'd
I go-
argue you're less white than him.
Yeah. Dude, when you
You're
guys,
pretty white.
so I didn't know. I feel like I know you two better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but like maybe like a year. But I've watched your podcast clips for like a while, and because I think you two are very funny.
Thank you.
And,
You're very
and there's
sweet.
this clip where like Lucas is talking about being black, and I just reply to it, and I'm just like.
Oh, you DM'd
I didn't
me?
know. I DM'd him, and I don't even know that was never spoken to him. I just go. Well, here's the thing, because I don't think.
Well, can I say I had been like following you, and I thought you were funny, which is why I engaged in conversation.
That's when he got that cryptic DM from you that said this changes everything.
Yeah, I go. Well, I because I forget because like I'm myself. I'm in my head. I don't think I'm like coming across as me, but you can come across as maybe like kind of a dickhead sometimes without knowing it. I'm sure we've all been
Yeah.
in this situation. I just reply to the clip. I'm just like, ha 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 ha. No way, that's hilarious. His identity. This man's identity in me is, I go, and he goes, he's like, yeah, ha ha. And I was like,
I match energy, man. I'm an empath.
and I'm just like, and I think I just said like, hell yeah, or
No,
something like that.
you said, are you actually? I said yes, and then you said, that's hilarious.
It's funny. Every morning you wake up and you laugh about it. You
And
giggle.
then like a week later, I was like, is that like a mean thing to do?
Was it on the clip Romy Rosner was on by chance?
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it was. I think it might have been.
Yeah, I think
Did you want me
so.
to pull up the conversation?
Yeah, well, I remember
So funny.
everyone getting mad at the clip too.
Yeah, that was so
Because
funny.
she was like a little offensive, which I don't know what your audience is like. They're gonna hate me.
No, they're gonna
Probably.
love you.
All right.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was awesome.
I think our audience is pretty. I just
Okay, wait. Oh no, it was my N-word bit that I posted back in like February, and then
Yeah.
you said, "Are you black?" Lol. And then I said, "Ha ha 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 ha," and then you said, "Ha ha 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 ha" in response, and I said, "My mom is," and then you said, "That's awesome, LMAO." Yeah, I will. And I said, "She's half white though. That's how I came out like this." And then you said, "Ha ha ha ha, that's so sick."
Yeah. Yeah, you got Logic the rapper disease. Doctors are calling it Logic the rapper disease. And it's valid.
As opposed to Logic the book.
It's-
the more you double down on it in the messages, being like, "That's awesome."
yeah,
Cry. That's you should have gone further. You should have been like, "That's incredible. That's so inspiring."
You ever like talk to people and you're
No.
like, this is like, you ever talk to people and you're just like, yeah, this is like a friend, but then you're like, not really, like
Yeah.
not like
In comedy, I feel like that happens a lot because we go on stage. We're like,
We're
we
so
like,
revelatory. Yeah, we're
good.
reveal
That's
so
revealing
much.
our
a good
deepest
word.
truths. We're
Yeah.
like, here's
Use it.
everything about my weird
yeah.
relationship with my parents, and then you're like, but how are you?
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, and then there's like a familiarity
Yeah.
that
I kind of like it.
The thing is, I didn't it's also, I've had this conversation so many
you've
times.
been having this conversation your whole life.
Yeah.
So it's not even.
I didn't even register. I was just like, yes.
You were barely
Adding
paying
a drop
atten-
to the ocean.
Yeah, you were barely paying. You were just like on the train, like you're sending emails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
booked and busy. This guy.
This guy's booked. Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's
Wait.
funny. That's awesome. Really
Yeah.
gets me.
That's
still.
awesome, LMAO. I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah. Jamie, pull that up.
I was gonna say though, I feel like this.
Yeah, Jamie, pull that up.
Our audience
Jamie,
is
pull-
really fun. Our audience is like every time I feel like that we get comments on the clips, unless they find like the wrong audience, which they typically don't. I'm pretty heartened by everyone in the clips is very wholesome in the comments. It's kind of like, have you ever gone on a cat's Instagram account?
No. What? I like. What do you? Who do you think I am?
You should start. I follow this cat called Butters, and she's really
Just. You should start anyway.
You have no idea how nice it is to see your reaction right now.
usually
I-
I'm
I-
just
on a
saying this to
Cat's
Lucas,
Instagram
and he's
account.
like,
no,
"What's
my
happening?"
Instagram feed is is
What is your Instagram? Go on.
do you want my For You page? It's NBA highlights, basketball, high school basketball.
For the layman?
Yeah, high school basketball highlights,
Okay.
which is like
High school basketball.
Yeah, I'm like super into like high school basketball highlights right now.
Okay.
Which I don't even know. I'm a 27-year-old man, and I'm like Cooper Flag out of Maine has really got it going on right now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? This is like the best 17-year-old I've ever
I
seen.
did not know if that was the name of a high school or the name of a player.
So this guy Cooper Flag, get into it. He's next up.
All right,
it's
I'm
high school
invested.
basketball highlights, surfing. It's such a dumb boy. Like
Are there like
feed.
ass pics?
And then just girls doing yoga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm literally like, oh, that's actually my 3 favorite things. Surfing, basketball, and watching girls do yoga. And then like, what else do I get? Yeah.
What's
yeah.
on yours, Lucas? I've never asked.
Oh, okay. Well, I
What's on
mean,
mine?
okay.
Skating. Is it skateboarding?
Wait,
I'm
what?
like skateboarding,
Yeah.
basketball,
Yeah.
girls. These are
Goes.
Goes. Yeah,
Goes,
I'm
yeah.
really into these things.
I'm really into recitals. My roommate told me the other day, she was like, I've gotten really into like kids recital videos because they're like adorable, and I was like, yeah, but you can't really let the algorithm know that, like you're gonna
Okay.
get on a list.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the things that will come up on my like Instagram, like my explore page. It'll be the occasional thirst trap. It'll happen.
course, yeah.
The eye lingers. What can I say?
You're so poetic about
Yeah.
it. The eye lingers.
I like people. I like what people do with houseplants. I like ideas for houseplants.
Uh-huh.
I love stand-up clips. And I've gotten really into paludariums.
Are both your parents from? They're both British, right?
No.
okay.
My dad was from New Jersey.
Your dad's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And your mom's British.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 You should be hotter. That's a Romy Rosner callback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just noticed like people with they have like European parents, and then they learn English. They like speak like they're from a different generation.
I do. I mean, yeah, that's me to a
That's
T.
true.
And Lucas is like the Islanders.
The Islanders.
He should be wearing a monocle at all times.
Just say she's fire. Like, I don't know.
You just go up to a
Well,
girl, you're
she's
like,
very attractive.
my eye be lingering on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what it is, actually? What I genuinely think it is because as a kid, I was so terrified, literally terrified of saying the wrong thing, saying something rude or inappropriate, and then getting sort of like iced out by like my mom or family. And so I became hyper aware of every word I used. And I
bet you were such a polite little boy.
So precocious, I'm sure.
Precocious.
Yeah.
This is the word episode.
It is the word
Yeah.
episode.
They're like,
Coquettish.
who's the dumb guy who every like normal word you said was like good word? Yeah, that's a fucking good word, dude.
You're Joe Spagliari's word company.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
but-
y'all are
just
like
bullshit,
smart. as-
bullshit.
Yeah.
Y'all are smart as shit over
Y'all
here.
fucking went to college, huh? Y'all, yeah, I can tell y'all did a little improv in college.
You should be
Fuck,
following more
dude.
cats. You should. I think you should follow more cats.
Are you on cat Instagram?
Wait, what is your feed? Is it all cats?
I was looking. It's a lot of Bachelor Nation, which is weird because I don't really watch the show very often anymore. It's a lot of cats. It's also a lot of like influencers who I don't know. Like or it'll be like Timothy Chalamet with a fan. I don't know why it's giving me that.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
Killian.
And then it's a lot of baseball highlights.
Oh, you're a baseball guy?
Yeah, I'm a Yankees guy.
Oh, she's a big baseball guy.
I was gonna comment on your shirt, but I didn't want to be that.
Yeah.
bro,
Modell's great
you know?
store.
I don't know. I just got this. It was like $5 off the street. I was on my way to a Yankees game.
Oh shit! So
Yeah.
you're a fan.
Oh, and you didn't have a shirt?
No, I'm from the Midwest.
You were walking around shirtless.
You were just walking
outside.
around shirtless. Like, oh shit, I need one of these.
Yeah, exactly. Does that ever happen to you guys?
all the time.
Yeah,
It's legal in New York now.
yeah.
It is. You can be topless.
Yeah, you can be a top.
Everyone.
For guys, finally.
You Used to be illegal for men to have nipples.
Oh,
Thank God
Yeah.
they changed that.
Thank God. I'm not big. I like baseball, but yeah, mainly basketball.
Basketball is your sport, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting back into it because I played high school basketball, but then I got into comedy for so many years, and now I'm getting like sick of like, I nerded out about that, and now I joined like a men's basketball league
That's fun.
on Sundays.
it's so nice they let men do basketball.
And I'm so happy they made that legal.
Yeah. It used to be just WNBA all the time.
You have to say a password to get into a place and be like, oh, finally we can ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to a WNBA game. It was crazy because like they are freaks.
They're fucking freaks.
they're
Wait, freak how?
they're like women who are 6'5". I'm like,
Also-
how do you exist?
Women are allowed to be 6'5".
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
it
I don't
looks-
think this is abnormal at all.
Can I say it's getting like
Wow, powerful.
it's getting insane though. The WNBA is getting like crazy.
It's getting real. Their players are like
How so?
really
Wait,
good.
what is the trajectory you see it going?
10 years ago, a few women in the league would dunk. Everyone's dunking.
Everyone's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's built different. Everyone's dunking. The game is changed. It's
Do you think
fantastic.
they're roided up?
No, I just think it's just evolution. People are getting stronger, faster, taller, bigger, smarter.
Yeah. Look at the three of us.
Look at the three of us.
Look at the three of us stallions.
Yeah,
We're getting strong.
yeah.
Yeah, we're running. America runs on Duncan.
That's
America-
true.
Yeah, on Duncan hoops.
Duncan
Yeah.
hoops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah, I was there. I'm so dumb that when Lucas has like a pun, I'm like, cause basketball. And you're like, well, right, that's the joke, and I'm like, exactly.
Exactly.
Just making sure we're all
We're
on the same page.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's the
Yeah.
facilitator impulse.
I would be terrible at improv.
Maybe you're-
Someone
no,
would make a joke, and I'd
you're
be
the
like, so
improv
what you're
leader."
saying? I'd be like, pause. So what you're saying is like, this is the all right, okay. I think I'm ready.
You're the leader.
Can you do improv where I can stop and go like, wait, let me think of something?
That's what I
That
wish
would be
you
so
could do
nice.
that.
Well, the thing is, I'm
Can
terrified.
everyone slow down for a second? Because everyone's saying stuff, and I just need a minute to think.
I like those improv. I want there to be more improv where it's like,
No.
yeah, like where you say no. Like I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think the funniest thing you can do when someone's like, "We're in this CVS," be like, "We are not."
We
That's
are-
a funny thing to do.
Yeah.
yeah, being like, no, we're not. Oh wait, hold on. I just looked around.
All right, I
Fuck.
guess we are.
We are in a CVS.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, improv really scares me though. I took like some classes before the pandemic, but it was terrifying to me.
Yeah, it's way
Still so scary.
It's ways I respect it way more than stand up.
Are you
too.
so? Do you need like control when you perform? Is that a thing you like to have?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit. I would like it. I would like it to go well.
Yeah.
I would like to control it to go well.
Same.
Yeah.
I
Hot
feel like
fucking
hot take, steaming take. I feel like your first couple open mics, it's like so hard to like. You just, I feel like I remember the first like real bomb I had, and I was like, holy shit! Like I do not have the capacity to turn this room.
Yeah.
and it was like such a revelation to me.
Yeah, I like the no control too. Like I like doing random stuff to just see.
Yeah,
But yeah, improv is you gotta rely on other people, which is scary, and then they have to rely on you.
Yeah.
and that's scary.
that's
there-
scarier.
Is it scarier? Is it scarier to rely on other people or have them rely on you?
I think it's a combination of both. It's
Okay.
it's a lot of trust, which I think is very brave.
Yes,
And if am sucking at stand up, I'm sucking.
Yes.
yes,
It's just me,
That I relate to so hard.
and I'm fine with that.
Yes.
I've been
I'm fine
sucking
with it
my
being
whole
just
life.
me. I'm a
I can
martyr.
take this hit.
I didn't take this hit. I take it all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nothing new. Sometimes I want to tell audiences like, hey, listen, I know I'm bad at right now, but I'm so used to that right now. I know this is like new for you guys. For,
Yeah.
like no laughs to be happening.
Experiencing this is
Yeah.
new for you, but I'm fine.
My new
Yeah.
thing is if I'm hosting and I'm bombing, which can happen.
I hate hosting.
It's like my new thing is being like, okay, you're not laughing, but we're gonna connect.
Mm-hmm.
I will do anything. I will shill myself out as a person
Yeah.
just to connect with you guys,
It's
even
so-
if you don't like the jokes.
It's such like because it's just a rhythm. Stand-up
Yes.
is more of like a magic trick or like a trance than it is anything like funny. It's just like establishing like
Yes.
a safe rhythm which people can like engage in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
It's just a trick. Be like, you know how you laugh with your friends?
Yeah.
I'm gonna trick you into thinking that you're in like one of those situations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I forget who it is, but someone
And
said
it just
that-
takes 3 people.
Yeah.
And normally every comedy show, it takes 2 comics
Yeah.
to get to establish that space, unless you have a great host,
Yeah.
which I'm a mid host.
No, I think you're a fun
I
host.
think you would. I think you are a fun
I
host.
remember there was one pop caller show that you hosted where like someone wrote like a Yelp review. Do you remember that?
one, I was good on that one though.
That was
Wait,
fun.
what? Wait, do you remember? Wait, please tell me. I need to know.
Yeah, there was like these 2 women up front. One of them really didn't like me. I don't think I did anything
She
though.
sucked.
Do you remember what I did?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I think you were just goofing off, and she was like, "This guy is my enemy."
I think I was goofing off a lot.
That makes me sad because I don't think you're an acquired taste. I think you're just a taste.
You're
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to,
know.
You're trying to taste Tommy right now.
I'm not trying. I'm succeeding.
That's true.
Damn.
Yeah, hell
No.
yeah,
I'll
brother.
leave you two alone.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, but you're like you're goofy in a very accessible way. I don't think it's like
Yeah, I don't think I'm like a niche.
no.
or
No, you're not a
anything.
niche.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty straightforward.
I think sometimes people go to a comedy show and they're like already kind of mad. Like
They
people,
come in with bad energy for
sometimes
sure.
people go in a bad mood. They're like, I want to be made to laugh, and like that's good and that's the right attitude. But sometimes if like the first joke doesn't hit, they're like, well, this was a waste of my time. Now it's 10 p.m. and I'm in Bushwick.
Sometimes
am I
when
doing
people are
here?
entering a space where they're like this, so I'm not in a good space. I'm not in a good mood.
Yeah.
Things are going on in my life where I'm not happy. So I'm gonna enter in a space that's gonna fix that. So you're putting out a lot of pressure on an
Yes.
external space when it's got to come from within.
In that way, it's
Yeah.
almost like going on a date.
Ooh,
because it's
that's
like
a very good analogy.
When you go on a date, you have this expectation, positive or negative,
Yeah.
and usually it's the expectations, I feel like, that lead to the way that you feel after the date.
Yeah, openness is the best way to go in.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have a weird job right now. I work at a restaurant and a spa.
Oh, damn.
It's like a
Is it a combined or you have 2 jobs?
combined.
Combined. Restaurant spa.
so it's like it's like kind of like a fancy spa, and there's like a restaurant in the upstairs.
Do you use the same oil for both?
Brother, you know it. And it is completely fine, actually.
Oh, that's good.
So, people sometimes will be rude because they enter in the space of a spa where they're like, I need to be relaxed. They put so much effort on like, I need to be relaxed, and if their expectation doesn't meet their goal, then they get really upset because then they realize, oh, I'm the problem.
Right.
From within sucks.
Right.
It's me, and I think maybe the same effect can happen at a comedy show, where they're like, "Oh, I'm not happy," and not this person on stage can't solve it. The food, the services can't solve it. I need to go to therapy.
You are a smart guy. That's true.
You are. You're very
I-
insightful.
I've never been to therapy. Can you believe it? Of course.
I don't believe it for a moment.
Of
my
course.
I do. I think that
Do you want
happens
me
in
to lower
restaurants.
the blinds on this so it's not in your face?
I think I'm in a good spot.
You sure?
You're in a cozy spot.
Yeah.
I think at a restaurant too, the reason I think people are so rude is because they walk in like hangry,
Yeah, a little hangry.
and
Yeah.
they want, and like there's so much anxiety around food. I mean, people are so particular about like food is like body image. You know,
Sure.
food is like if this restaurant doesn't have this thing, it makes you angry that like you
Yeah.
can't have this thing, and then you like take it out on the waiter, and then the waiter has to deal with that, and it's just like the way the food service industry is like so broken because customers are like bringing in their entire anxiety and are like, solve this for me.
Yeah, I've sat down people before where they're like in a bad mood, and while I'm like pouring their water, I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
and they're like, and
Do
I'm
you
like,
ask that?
Yeah, I'm like, you guys okay? Do you guys seem like? I'll be like, you seem like you're not in a good mood. You just sat down, and then they'll be like, they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, sorry, like this thing happened, and I'm like, all right, yeah, It's all good.
Do they feel better afterwards?
They
I
feel
imagine
better.
they do. Just to
awesome.
speak it and just get it out.
Yeah, where I'm
Just saying it to another person helps so much.
I'm just like, what's going on? You just sat down, and you're mean.
You sat down and I hate you.
You sat down and I hate you, and you're mean to me, and I just want to figure out why.
You're pouring their water like, hey, what's going on? What's with that hateable energy you're exuding right now?
Did you guys work in restaurants ever?
I've never
I-
worked in a restaurant, no.
I worked in food service for one day. I worked at a bunch of other shitty kinds of jobs, but food service is the one I almost avoided, except for I had one day at a, do you know what halva is?
I don't think so.
Oh, the sweet? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Jewish dessert that's very like chalky. It's
Okay.
honestly disgusting.
Uh-huh.
But I worked at this
Yeah,
like
whenever you're Jewish, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, whenever my Jewish friends are talking about like Jewish food, traditional, they're like, it's this dish. It's kind of gross. It's it's this dish. We do this with this. It's kind of nasty. I know one person who does it really right, but
Yes.
I know one person where it tastes really good.
Yeah.
You know,
I know one place where you don't throw
my friend's
up.
grandma
Yeah.
can do it, but whatever.
That is exactly right. Like gefilte fish.
I've never had it. And
Oh,
I never
it's-
want to.
You know what? I actually think it's so good, but it's rank. It's like it's just like
She's a freak.
Uh-huh.
It's
It's
a
ranked as being really bad.
it's like a
It's
cylinder.
It's ranked last.
It's like a spongy cylinder, like on of just
Don't
like
threaten me with a good time.
gelatinous
Yeah, all
material.
Jewish food is called like "Shabbat to get a food." It's like get out of my. It's like
You ever seen a food retain the shape?
Yeah, the name is always like a word where I'm like, if I didn't speak the language, I was like, I think he said "get out of my face." It's like "Kaspushk food."
You ever had Hamantaschen? Hamantaschen is beautiful.
Hamantashen's good.
It's just
Yeah,
like a
but
jelly
that-
cookie.
yeah,
It's
if you di-
amazing.
if you didn't speak English, you'd be like, "What slur is he saying to me?"
Yeah.
Hamantashen.
This fucking
Couple of
Hamantaschen over
couple
here.
of Hamantashes just walked in the bar.
Yeah, with their fingers.
3 Hamantashens walking a bar.
Yeah.
So I worked at
And
this.
so I left that bar.
3 Hamantashens walked into a bar, and I said, "Wow, the neighborhood's changed." So I worked at this halva shop, and halva is really
For a
hard
day.
For a day.
You didn't even work there. You just ate there.
I worked.
Halva, it's a sesame pastry, or it's like a
Yes.
sesame candy, sort of like a
And
thing.
it's
yeah.
really hard to cut. 'Cause
Yes.
It's like chalky.
Rock solid. It's like a brick.
Yes.
Okay.
And this woman, I was doing pretty well there. And then this woman comes in. Most people just got like a little bit of halva to try it. This woman wanted 5 pounds of halva of all different flavors, which is too much halva for anyone. And so I'm trying to make her 5 pounds of halva, and I keep like messing up the cutting of
What
it.
is she doing?
So I'm like freaking out.
How do you cut halva?
I don't know.
Is
I
it with,
never
like-
figured it out.
Is it? I'm like thinking, is it like a little bit of a saw so you can like get through a
No,
hard
they
surface?
just had us use like a pretty dull knife, honestly.
Oh, okay.
And I was like fucking sawing into the halva, and it was breaking, and I was like freaking the fuck out. I'm like sweating. And then this woman looks at me, and she just has this revelation where she goes, "That girl doesn't know what she's doing."
No.
And I just look back at her. I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's my first day. Like, I'm trying my best." And I swear to God, she looks at my face again. She goes, "I'm buying halva. I'm not a regular customer."
That's amazing.
And to this day, I still don't know what she meant by that. But I was trying my best to get it all together. I had
Yeah.
a manager who was like a real cunt, and
Is
she
it like
was,
is it like a holiday thing?
yeah,
Like a treat?
It's like a
I
treat.
know it's
It's
a
like-
treat, but it's like a special occasion.
A treat is such a no. It's not even a special case. It's I cannot impress upon you how much this dessert.
She's just like, I'm
sucks.
buying halva. I don't even want it that bad.
I'm buying halva. I'm supporting you guys.
Yeah.
I'm the only person
Yeah.
doing this.
Nothing's going well right now.
I'm buying halva. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my life.
God, this manager was such a bitch. Shout out to Michaela. I hope you're watching. Subscribe to the Patreon. You
Yeah,
fucking,
subscribe.
You fucking cunt. It's so rare I hate a person.
Yeah.
I often have like thoughts on people that like could be described as shit talking. I think they're nuanced. I don't hate
Yeah.
anyone. I have deep love in my heart.
Wait,
Sure.
Michaela, I hope you die.
I have an experience dealing with a customer once where I worked at my university's bookstore.
Okay.
But it was also like where you could buy like football merch.
Such a great job for you.
That is
Oh my
perfect.
god, it was amazing. Don't I suit it well? Look me in the eye.
You
Tell me.
suit just great. That's wonderful.
But I worked there all 4 years of college.
Yeah.
And like my college was like a Big Ten school, so football was a really big thing. And like on weekends, football weekends, like families would buy so much stuff to just like wear everything and like multi-$1,000 purchases. And like there was this one woman. She brought so much stuff, and it wasn't just like clothes, but it was like little flags, hats,
Yeah, like
merch.
the school
I mean, all of the
store
stuff.
where they have all the merch behind the desk.
Yeah.
Like the sunglasses and all that.
So, no, but also on the floor.
Oh yeah.
On the floor, it was decked out, and I was wrapping up these mugs in like insulating paper so it wouldn't like break.
Yeah.
And I was 18. I had so much acne.
Yeah.
I looked so young. I looked so disgusting. And she
great.
and she saw me like struggling a little bit to get a good wrap on
Yeah.
these mugs, and she said, "Sweetie, I can take care of this."
Oh,
And I was just like, "Thank you."
I had a. Oh yeah. When someone's like mean but nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I had a guy, who recognized me. He like follows me on like Twitter or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So the other person doesn't come up, doesn't show up for the shift. So I'm the only one front of house, and it's just like, it's just busy. I'm just busting ass,
Yeah.
taking all the orders, bussing, whatever. Doing it. I have like hella plates in hands, just like 8 plates in hands, like carrying shit. And he goes, "Hey man, sorry to bother you, but like, I follow you, I like your stuff. Just, hang in there." And I was like sweating, and I was like, I was like, "Thanks so much. Yeah, I really appreciate that."
Oh my god.
That's
But
so meaningful.
Yeah, he's like, "Just hang in there, man." And I was like, "Fuck."
That's amazing.
Just people recognizing you and being like, "You're okay." Also, can I get a coffee? And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
Nice. Well, I hope the audience will hang in there because
Ooh.
we have some listener submissions that we would love for you to get a little bit of a take on.
Yeah, so listeners write in. Sometimes they want advice. Sometimes they're just curious about certain
Where
things.
did I put my phone? Oh, here it is.
So let's pull them up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask you about. Have you seen that George Santos is on Cameo?
No, but I read a thing that he spent $400,000 on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Good for him. Fucking legend.
Who is he supporting?
Me? I mean,
He's your only fan.
yeah, he's my
But you just have an insanely high subscription rate.
Yeah.
Only one guy can afford it. It's George Santos.
Yeah, he's doing He's doing a
got
lot of
this pulled up.
stuff. Yeah.
doing- a
Yeah,
lot.
he's doing big things. Yeah, he's grinding. Every day he's at the mic.
He's also working hard.
Took me a second
That's 'cause
too. There's like a ratio.
His PP is hard because it's OnlyFans.
Yeah, thank you for explaining. I took me a second.
His dick and balls,
Are each hard.
yeah, are hard.
His testicles are rock hard.
Testicles and balls and dick.
Okay.
What about George Costanzo's? It's like George Costanzo, George Costanzo. He's just always
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
spent too much money on OnlyFans, Jerry. I don't know what happened.
Oh, wait. That's something 100% Kramer would start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, like,
I started an OnlyFans, Jerry.
Oh, I started OnlyFans, Jerry.
Jerry,
What do you mean you spent $400?
It's all
OnlyFans.
on lighting, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, we got a submission. Okay, hey Meerkats, I would love to hear your opinions on this question. For reference, this happened when I was in first grade and am now 19 / in college, but still have strong opinions on it, I guess.
Okay.
All right, so one day during lunch, my friend next to me had pirate's booty, and I asked for one. He said no, which was upsetting at 6 years old, but understandable. A few minutes later, he finished his lunch, but there was still some pirate's booty left, and I asked for some again since he was about to throw it away. Again, he said no, and that I couldn't finish the bag. He proceeded to throw them away, and I went up to the trash can and took one out of the chip bag right as he left the garbage can.
Oh, a pirate's booty. He took
Pirate's
it.
booty, the little cheese snacks, I
Yeah.
love them.
Oh, I know.
They're beautiful.
We know about booty. We know about pirates' booty.
We know about it, yeah. That's wonderful.
It's on this guy's Explore page.
You ever
Yeah.
had veggie booty? Same brand.
Is it really?
Is it actually?
really?
It has actual snack. I had it as a kid.
That sounds disgusting.
Don't I look like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone in my class freaked out because we were 6 and I ate out of the trash. However, I never have thought it was gross because I ate out of the chip bag that was just sitting on top of the other trash right as it had been thrown away. So to me, it wasn't contaminated yet. Do you agree with me or also think it's gross?
Can I just say, to have this person's mind at ease, I've eaten off customers' plates many times. In fact, maybe even a couple weeks ago. So,
What was the dish?
fuck. It's actually worse, the dish.
Was it something
It was
liquid?
a little smoked salmon. It wasn't really touched, though. I noticed. I was keeping an eye on it. They weren't touching it.
Oh yeah, for some
I
reason
love
that
a
is.
little locks, baby. Come
I love
on.
locks. Free locks.
Free locks.
You're gonna throw away all that nice locks?
Free
For
locks.
what?
Yeah. So, and you were in first grade, and I'm a 27-year-old man.
Yeah,
So if you're like, oh,
ahead of the curve.
yeah, ahead of the curve, and so if you're like, oh, what I did, is it gross or not? Fucking.
It was in
shut
a
up.
prepackaged bag. It's not. I don't think it's gross.
I think
I think
that-
it's socially disgusting, but I don't think. No, I don't
that's
think.
the age where, like, as a kid, you're realizing what people consider gross and how none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
remember the when I farted once in class, and it was
Swag.
pretty
Nice.
loud, and everyone was laughing like you farted, and I think I didn't realize why that was so bad. I was like, but we all do. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we
Yeah,
all.
insane.
It's still weird to me that farts are like villainized. Like, we can't fart.
Yeah.
Well, I think it also depends on how enclosed of a space you're in.
Yeah. There's context.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Like here, it's like moderately bad. In an elevator, very bad. Out in the park, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love
I love a good
a,
crop
a
dust.
fart is like a dirty joke. It's like, who's the audience? You know, is it safe? Is the right ears and nose? Is it gonna get it? You know,
You're talking like Carlin about the farts.
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you
Fart
ever?
is,
I remember.
can really
eight-
break boundaries
yeah.
in the right
yeah, it
context.
just depends on who's in your audience.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
different things acceptable in different situations.
So true.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to my best friend. I'm gonna whisper a dirty joke. Okay.
or fart right in his mouth.
I'm not gonna do that to a first grader who's digging through the trash. You know. Yeah.
You're
and,
valid.
And,
if
and
you
where
dug
did you
through
find
the
this first
trash.
grader out in the world?
I'm always seeing them. Going,
I really backed you into a corner
They're
with
on
that.
every party bus.
They-
yeah, they're,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
they're
The
always
program.
drunk.
They're always
Those
drunk.
6 years old,
Uh-huh.
6-year-olds, they
Yeah,
love.
yeah. You ate out of the
rum.
trash. Who fucking, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, I used to, as a kid, I used to, I got called out by my mom for this. Like at a party, I would eat. This might be like fucking psycho behavior.
I can't wait.
Chip bowl. I would eat half a chip and put the other half back, and I was doing this like the whole night, and I don't know why.
That's hilarious.
Why did you only want half the chip?
Because you were only little.
I just wanted a bite, and I put it back later, and then I would grab not the same one. I would just grab
Putting
another.
it back, I remember doing that as a kid. I remember.
And my mom's like, "Why are you putting the chip?" It's like, "Are you not eating them?" I'm like, "No, I eat it and put it back." And she's like, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Can I tell you, I did that with horseradish at a Passover Seder. I tried it. I thought it was terrible. I put it back on the plate. My mom was like, "You can't do that." I was like, "But it tastes horrible."
Yeah, but that's different
So I'm
than
being
with
nice
chips
by putting it
every
back.
single time. You did that once. You're
Yeah, I did
saying
that
every
once.
time you ate a chip.
Yeah, but the chip dries.
Yeah, I
The horseradish stays wet.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. How do you
you're
feel about
both-
horseradish now?
Huh?
How do you feel about horseradish now?
Oh, now it's all right. If you
Yeah.
know, because I know
like
how
it
to
a
use
lot.
it. I know how to
love
use it.
horseradish.
I put a little
Like-
mayonnaise on a sandwich on one side, and then a little
Absolutely.
horseradish on the other side.
It's spicy. It's
on
hot.
on like a roast beef sandwich.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's
That's
really
because
good.
you know how to balance the horseradish. The horseradish is one element you need to
Yes.
cut it.
It's honestly very good on gefilte fish.
I'd probably I like very like fishy, stinky food.
You
I like
would
most
love
Jewish
gefilte
food
fish.
Yeah.
because it like comes in a can. It smells weird.
Yes.
Most people don't like it. I like.
Oh my God.
I eat this stuff.
You gotta come to a
I'll eat
Passover Seder.
I'll eat anchovies.
I love anchovies.
Out of the-
I love
Anchovies are great.
anchovies.
I've gotten into tinned fish.
Tinned fish is huge.
Tinned fish is great.
It looks cool. I like the font on the
The flavor is a byproduct. I'm there for the
you
experience.
dice up a little anchovies. This is for the real ones and people with
the chove
and-
heads.
and this is for the chove heads and people with real palates. Okay,
Yeah.
Don't
So
come
true.
at if you're a fucking chicken finger person. Don't talk to me. We have nothing in common. I don't want to go out to eat with you. What you do is just dice up some anchovies, little olive oil.
yeah.
You know, a little
Cheese? You
white wine,
going
vinegar.
cheese?
Oh yeah, do some Parmesan on top.
Yes.
Yeah, salad. Put it in an arugula
Oh
salad.
my
little
God.
anchovies, olive oil.
In a sandwich,
salad.
that is such a good sandwich.
And then maybe like a little just a little mustard, you know, like a not Dijon,
Dijon mustard?
yeah, not Dijon,
The
but
seed mustard?
seed. Yeah,
it's
you want
Yeah.
it's Dijano.
it's
This Dijon.
Dijon.
I sometimes like to mix a little like sriracha and mayo as a dip.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Chipotle
Put a little
mayo.
lime juice in there too, or lemon juice, whatever citrus you
Dude,
got.
say it again, but slower.
Here's the thing: you get mayonnaise. You have mayonnaise. You add a little citrus there. Now we're in aioli town.
Oh, I love aioli town.
Put a little minced garlic in there. Now we're in aioli town. And
Yeah.
also, here's another thing I've noticed in society: people go, "Ugh, mayonnaise gross. Mayonnaise gross." This. Oh, I love aioli. You don't know what the fuck you want,
No.
and you don't know what you're
So
talking
true.
about.
They just like saying stuff.
They just no mayonnaise sounds gross for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't know what they like. Also, another restaurant tip: you know why you like going out to eat so much is because you like butter.
And salt.
You like
They
but-
so
you like-
much
They
you
salt.
like
literally just
butter
say
and
we
salt
use so
and-
much more salt, so much more fat. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been a line cook and I've worked in restaurants for years, and people like my cooking because the secret is butter and salt. And you
Yeah.
like going out to eat because you're putting butter and salt in your food, and then your food sucks because you're going, ooh, gross. I don't eat butter and salt. I'm skinny. Go,
Yes.
go, get real.
Yeah.
That's why people like when I-
This is real time with Bill Maher. Okay, liberals, you like butter, you like salt. And you're gonna have
Get over it.
Get over it, liberals.
The Bill Maher impression is just a Trump impression
It's
for
Trump.
someone who doesn't have
It's
dementia.
gay.
It's an
It's
asexual Trump impression.
Yeah, it's Trump a little more feminine,
a little gay.
a little gay.
A little
But
bit.
speaking
But we go on.
of a little gay,
Sure.
we have our last segment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is a fun one, and it's introspective. We do something called self-perception corner.
Okay.
So we're going to ask you how you feel like you're perceived by other people. And then we'll tell you how we perceive
Oh
you.
fuck, dude, that sucks.
I love watching everyone act with
Yeah,
some
yeah,
iteration of that.
Yeah, that sucks. I think people perceive me as loud, too confident, and it's not true. And yeah, I think people think I think maybe like undeserved confidence is
Okay.
people perceive me. Maybe a little mean. I can be a little mean sometimes, and maybe a little gay.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're a straight woman. We know this.
So true.
No, I've been trying to convince her that she's straight. Much like
Yeah.
how a lot of people try to convince me that I'm gay.
yeah.
Yeah, or trans.
Yeah. Together.
Yeah.
I have a cluster of trans women trying to convince me that I'm one of them.
Yeah, it rocks. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're like they're coaches. They're recruiting.
Yeah.
You know, they're like,
Gotta join
I've
the
been
ranks.
seeing you.
Yeah, you got the shoulders for it.
You got
Like,
a lot of this. You got the talent with the right work and with the right dedication and work ethic.
You could be great.
I think we could see you on the court one day. I think we could see you balling with us one day. You know.
I want to see that. The trans
Ironically,
woman
yeah.
basketball league.
Yeah.
With balls.
yeah.
No.
I will say, I feel like I met you at a pop show, and at first I was like, who is this fucking guy?
What,
You know?
pop collar?
Yeah. That's when I met
Dance?
you. Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
that's
for-
where I think I met you.
I don't know where
Well,
I
we
met
would have
you.
met at the same time.
Ugh, I don't know. Fucking at a party, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember it started. I think I maybe saw you online first, and then I saw you in person. I was like, oh, that's
I've
Tommy.
been seeing you online.
Yeah, I bet. Likewise, yeah.
And
I
I've been like, okay, this guy's very clever.
Yeah. You should just fuck him already.
Yeah.
But I
This guy's
remember
very clever.
I remember feeling like
Slide right in.
I watched your set and then you and I talked for a little bit. I was like, this guy is fucking cool.
Oh, very nice.
Like I feel like when you were on stage, it was like, what a silly little guy. And then you got off stage, I was like, what a silly little guy, but in a different way. Like
Yeah.
a more sincere, silly little guy way.
That's what I'd hope. I'd hope it's
Yeah.
positive. I know people have said like overconfident and loud.
I mean, I think you're so funny.
I know, but maybe it's other people too. But the loudness is it's overcompensation, or I'm compensating.
Loudness
for,
is like, I'm loud. Like, who cares? Like, I think like people who are afraid of loud people are really just like afraid of themselves.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's
Yeah.
what rude people say.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what people say when
And
they're
people
impolite.
who are afraid of rude people
yeah,
are
I think
fucking
this is really
cucks.
your problem. They're like, I'm at a funeral.
Well,
I've worked in kitchens before where like I've been like very matter of fact and like this needs to get done, and then like someone coming up to me and being like that was like mean, and I've been like, no, it wasn't.
yeah, good for you.
And if you think it was,
You're wrong.
It's a long.
Okay.
It's a long. Yeah, you're wrong. Okay. But I'm like,
So easy
but
to do.
but I've been like, but then I go home and I'm like, is it worth it? Like sticking to your gun? Should I just like apologize, make people feel better? Because they're clearly like they felt hurt, but I'm like, fucking stop being a fucking pussy. Like I don't know,
agree.
like get the food out, you
Yeah, I
know,
agree.
like.
yeah.
But
you should be on the bear.
dude,
I could see you on the bear.
they should put me on the bear.
But
my
I
dad's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Indy?
It's basically you're already
My
on the
dad
bear.
was a bear.
Dad, I'm fucking last name.
A bear.
Oh
true.
my God.
All right.
This guy's clever.
This guy. But to what I think about you, I do not see you as a mean-spirited person at all.
Thank you, because I don't think I am.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah. No, I see you as like very in touch with your emotions. You're a guy
Oh, wow.
who knows exactly how you feel.
Okay.
And because this is something that I envy about you actually, is because very often I don't even know what I feel.
Okay, yeah.
I'm too concerned with other things that I don't even take stock of what my actual emotions are. I see you as someone who is so in touch with how you feel about, you know exactly what your opinion is on stuff.
Years of no therapy, you
Yeah.
guys. Just years.
But
and
it's
years-
good.
No, go to therapy.
Raw
I'm
dog
a
of life.
proponent of therapy.
It's yeah.
I just have never had money.
But no, I see
know.
you as I see you as someone who does evaluate himself, and that is something that not everyone
I'm
does.
big. I do read a lot of like stuff to try and like self-evaluate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at it always, but yeah.
But also something that I think is very great about you as a performer is I think you're very unassuming. When you're on stage, I don't feel like people are worried about how they like compare. They're just like, oh, I can relax around this person. I think you're a very
Dude, that's
easy
all,
person
that's,
to be around.
Okay, if you're a comic, you don't have to write that good of jokes.
Yeah.
You just have to practice at being comfortable.
Yes.
And it takes a while. And that's
I'm still trying to get there.
And and you don't get there every night. Like when I don't do well, it's because like I wasn't in like a nice zone. The trick is like getting in that zone. And then you really don't have to be that good.
I agree. Some nights I just don't have it. Like,
You don't have it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
When you don't feel funny, you're angry, you're whatever. It
Yeah.
keeps you from being comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a trick. You have to like. Do you guys meditate?
No,
I
I
used
should.
to.
Do you?
A little bit, but it's not.
Okay.
I don't do like the real transcendental. I just kind of like sit
Yeah.
down and just like take stock.
Yeah. I want to start doing that more.
You know, just like take stock for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I downloaded this app called Opal,
Yeah.
and it like shuts off my access to social media unless I like
That's when
ask for a
something
break
breaks
from it.
and you go, Opal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shutting off the gram.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of the gram, Tommy, please plug and
Yes.
promote anything you like. And then if you can stay for like 5 more minutes, we have one final segment for the Patreon.
It is 106
which you
right now.
should
Yeah,
subscribe to.
I'm good on time.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy Bear time on social media. listen to my podcast.
Yeah.
I do it with my two best buds who I started comedy with in Minneapolis. It's a podcast. It's called We Cool, and it's a podcast where we apologize for things, and listeners can write in apologies.
Wow.
That rocks.
So if you have anything to apologize for or demand an apology, go like, this person wronged me. This coworker sucks.
Damn.
That's good.
You know, and then we'll read it and go, hey, you're right. You know, you listen to the show. You're you know, and also we're constantly like I'm from the Midwest, and I do have like anxiety, and like we talked about like at work. I'm like, do I suck? Should I apologize? That's always kind of going on.
Yeah.
You know.
But to the listeners,
I
you're
right
like,
in
you
being a little
murdered someone,
mean?
but that's valid because you do subscribe.
Yeah. Was I sticking up for a boundary by being mean, or am I a dickhead?
Yeah. But I mean, that is like a landmine of shit to get into.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the pipeline. Am I a dickhead, or
Yeah.
am I protecting a boundary?
yeah.
Nobody knows.
I mean, we could get into
We
that,
can get into that.
Yeah.
we're running out of time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the podcast, though. We cool. Like, are we cool?
We cool.
We cool.
Follow Tommy.
We cool. Follow Tommy.
I got some shows coming up in January. In December, I'm going to be in South Africa for a while visiting my grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, keep supporting the show.
Yes, indeed. I have a couple shows lined up in January that I'm excited about. Literally just because I started reaching out to people
Yep.
and asking to be on shows.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
I
crazy how that happened.
just barely begun doing
That's
that.
such a huge step.
Yeah.
That's such like
Just
a
getting
huge
out of your own
emotional-
way and just being like, I would like to do your show. And they'll be like, yeah.
I started doing that like 8 months ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't even do it that much.
I still don't really do it. Like occasionally I'll ask.
You gotta get over yourself.
I
I know. And I still hate it. Anyway, no, I have a couple. I'm very excited for them, but I'm going to be in London for the holidays, which I'm excited about to see some family. I think I'm going to be hanging with Sarah Ruth Brown, who's going to be
Nice.
there as well, which will be fun. But yeah, otherwise, oh yes, I have another podcast with Tina Sieben that we've just changed our name back. We changed it to Rabbit Holes, but we didn't realize that name was like so closely like resembled another podcast and it was taking all the traffic. We've renamed it back to What's Your Spiral, which was
Nice.
the
I'm glad
original
it's
name of the
back.
radio show, and it's going to be a monthly. It's going to be few and far between the episodes. It's going to be good, and we're very excited about that. So yeah, follow us at What's Your Spiral on all socials, and we'll be
Yay.
coming back in the new year with some stuff.
Thank you to our listeners. Thank
Thank
you to
you to our
Tommy
listeners.
Bear.
Thank
Thank you
you.
to Olivia. We've been two Nosy Meerkats. Stick around for the Patreon. We'll see you next time.